To think in terms of optimism and pessimism oversimplifies the truth. The problem is to see reality as it is. I'm Anthony and I'm going to take you through today's HIIT at home workout. Our first triplet is strict overhead presses, air squats, and wall walks or handstand kicks. Now, we're going to start with a pair of dumbbells. We have 10 quick reps. Press up, little pause, back down. We're going to go through this pretty quickly to get through and get the heart rate up. After your 10 reps, we're gonna put them down. We have 10 air squats. You guys should be pros of these by now after yesterday. We're gonna cycle through nice and quick. We're not going in as deep as yesterday. We want these reps to move by a little quicker. Now, what you can do is 5 wall walks, or we're gonna do a kick to handstand. So we're gonna put both hands on the ground. We're gonna put one leg up in the air. You're gonna make a nice lever from shoulder to leg. Now our goal here is to press out of that bottom leg and land. We're just holding weight on our hands for a second. We have 5 on one leg and then we'll switch. You can also bend both your legs. You don't have to jump very high off the ground, or you can kick all the way up to a handstand, whatever you are comfortable with. Good. After that, after our last exercise there, we're gonna go through that cycle all over again. Then we're gonna move on to new exercises: push-ups, sit-ups, and clam shells. For push-ups, we're gonna drop down here. We're gonna do hand release push-ups. So you're gonna drop down, you're gonna pick your hands up, and we're gonna come on right back up. Drop down, hands up, and press. We're just gonna make things a little bit tougher for you today. After the 10 reps, we're gonna flip you over onto your back and we're gonna do straight leg sit-ups. We're gonna squeeze those quads nice and tight. We're gonna touch the ground over our head, sit all the way up, touch our toes, and back down to the ground. Sit and reach, sit and reach. 10 quick reps, then we're gonna stay on the floor and we're gonna go into clam shells. Now, what I wanna see here is we're lined up, heel, hip, and shoulder are in a nice straight line. We're not gonna come up off the ground into a side plank today. You're gonna lift this leg up, and you're gonna pull it apart as hard as you can while leaving that one on the ground. This is called an isometric exercise. We're trying to activate that glute, so she's gonna push like I'm trying to resist her, but I'm not gonna give her any resistance. Then we're gonna lower right back down. So you're gonna open fast, hold 2, 1, and close. Hold 2, 1, and close. So you have 5 on one side, then we'll roll over and do 5 on the other. When you're done 2 rounds, it's time to move on to our strength portion for today's workout. Every 3 minutes, we have 20 dumbbell floor presses and 10 diamond push-ups. So we're gonna get into position for this floor press. We're gonna drop down to the floor in our glute bridge stance. Feet are flat, hips are on the ground. You're gonna arch your back like so. Now from here, we're just gonna press those dumbbells up. We don't want the dumbbells to be parallel here or this way. We want them to be at a nice even angle between the two. So not totally here, not totally here, just find that middle. That's gonna be our angle as we go. We're gonna drop those weights down and press right back up. Notice as Jess works, the dumbbells move further away from her body and then they come on right back up. So as you lower, they move towards your hips. As you press them up, they move towards your face. Good, we have 20 reps there. Then we're gonna flip right over for some diamond push-ups. These can be done on your knees, they can be done on your feet, or they can be done against the wall. You're gonna take your hands, make a little diamond in between. We're gonna tap that chest on the ground and come on right back up. Good, thank you. Now, we don't want to touch really high on the chest. We're gonna aim pretty low. So halfway between the belly button and the collarbone, that's gonna be our target, or right at the bottom of your sternum. That'll be the way to go. Now, every 3 minutes, we're gonna repeat this pattern for 5 sets, and then we'll move on to the conditioning portion. Now, for conditioning, we have a 12-minute workout, 3, 6, 9. As many rounds as possible in 12 minutes of 3 double dumbbell hang snatches, 6 deficit push-ups, and 9 up-downs. So we're gonna start with the double dumbbell snatches. You're gonna spread your feet apart, you're gonna squeeze those dumbbells together, tap the ground, and pop it up overhead. And repeat. It's only 3, so you can afford to get a little bit heavy here. Good, I'm gonna have Jess face this way so you can take a look again. Drop down to the floor and bring it right back up and overhead. Good. Notice how close she keeps those dumbbells to her chest. That's exactly what we're looking for. 3 reps, they're gonna go by really quickly. Now from here, you're gonna put those dumbbells on the ground, and those are gonna be your deficit push-up. What I'd like to see is that you put your hands on the rubber portion of the dumbbells so it's a little bit higher, so your deficit is a little bit bigger. We want to lower that chest all the way to the ground and press back up. You can be on your feet or you can drop down to the knees. All of those options are fine. If you're still not comfortable, you can flip over and do floor presses instead. So 3 double dumbbell hang snatches, 6 deficit push-ups. Then from that push-up position, we're gonna go right into our up downs. Hands down, kick out, kick back in, and stand. Good. We wanna make sure that at the top, you stand up all the way. So a good trick is to make sure that you look up so that your head tilts up and you get totally vertical again. What we don't want is that when you stand up, you only finish with that chest here and then you go back down. So make sure you squeeze those glutes. So one more up down and squeeze nice and tight, nice and vertical, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So for 12 minutes, 3 snatches, 6 push-ups, 9 up downs. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.